represented, because finally the truth have finally been told. Everybody have seen the truth now. Yeah, because I told you, if you remember, I told you earlier before this time that finally justice must definitely prevail. Not minding somebody using his office or whatever. You know, okay, yes, if you listen to Supreme Court or if you read it down, all their judgment one after the other, first of all, they call it judicial rascality. Impunity. They call, in fact, I don't know, but the words they used were, they were harsh words on him to tell that he didn't do well. He tried to overrule some arms of the government, which is not supposed to be so. All the arms of the three arms of government is supposed to be working together. And now you are being selective, deciding the one you work with and the one you will not work with. That's how democracy is being.
Governor Fubara going ahead to present the budget as what House of Assembly.
Yeah, definitely, because right now I don't think there is any choice for him anymore. Because that's what the apex court in the land have said. That is their verdict. We represent, because there is no way. Okay, are you trying to tell me you are presenting budget to 3 persons? What about the other 27 or 26 others? So their constituency is not being represented. So they have no voice there. So whatever these 3 persons decide, whether it's good or not, it bounces on that constituency that is not being represented in the House.
So it's a win-win for democracy.
Yeah. This is no. Okay, this is not all about Yes or Wiki. This is all about democracy. This is all about Nigeria. This is all about how do I put it? Representing or defining democracy. And that is how democracy is supposed to work. All the 3 arms of government is supposed to be working together. Does not mean that we not maybe have misunderstanding or argument in one step or the other. But you have to figure it out, work it out.
You see Governor Fubara being impeached if you refuse?
I don't know for now. Because I'm not the one to.
Possibility of impeachment.
Yeah, I think so. Because the apex court has spoken, and there is nothing you can do about it. This is not you are not going to appeal this particular judgment. There is no way you can appeal it.
All right, thank you so much. Issue of defection.
Which other defection again are you talking about? No, nothing like defection. They have
not addressed the issue.
No, they have. They said nothing like defection. Defection you cannot prove. They could not prove the defection issue.
It was the videos was all over the line.
Okay, well, let me tell you. There's one thing, when they were interviewing the lawyer to Amehule Fashion yesterday, as he came out from the hall, from the Supreme Court hall, he told Nigerian pump and plain that in courts here, that they don't do by fiction, they do by facts and record, not by fiction. That thing that even a high court have already ruled before now, that defection is not by mere social media propaganda.
It was not social media.
It was a social media issue.
They did it from the house.
Which house now? Which house?
House of Assembly.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm from Emoha local government. I have a member representing me. Well done. That is from Obakere.
But we also.
I'm coming now. That is from Obakere. Her ward is a ward 2, if I'm not mistaken. Obakere. Now, the chairman of the ward chairman of APC don't know her as APC member. Why? Her name is still in the record of PDP, paying her dues as a PDP member. So what are you telling me? Okay, when they suspended Adan Soshemole, national chairman of APC, then was it not his ward that suspended him? Everything have to do through your word, not you come to social media, you raise flag. Them.
Why would an honorable member go and nest and waving flag when you are elected into office?
Excuse me, it is
social media drama.
It is politics they are playing. In terms of politics, no honorable inside here again. Politics, no honorable at all. Nigerian politics, Nigerian politics, they do anything.
Martins Ameuli and 27 members has no integrity.
No, they have. Now it's governance. That time they were playing politics.
But now so what's your reactions to the Supreme Court judgment?
They gave a landmark ruling.
Annulment of the local government.
Yes, now there was no local government election. You are interviewing me. Know that there was no local government election. We didn't do local government election. Who gave them the voters registration? Was it not supposed to be INEC? who is in possession of it. INEC didn't give them. They know where they manufacture it from. So that cannot stand. You cannot put something on nothing. You want it to stand.
So
or you put nothing on something. They are gone. Yes, now they are gone now.
So the previous ones are the ones taking...
No. To me, it's like the HPM will take over till the proper election will be conducted. Or the state assembly, the legally constituted state assembly will give the direction, because they are the only one that have power to supervise local governments. Governor doesn't even have power to supervise local governments.
So we don't have we now have Martins Ameule reinstated as the constituted.
They told him to start work immediately.
So now, immediately. Do you see Governor of Rivers State presenting?
It will be on his own side. It will be good for him to go and represent it.
And if
he refuses, now he will face. Yes. And you know what it is. You know what it is. Yeah, he said.
Do you see he's going to work with Ameule, see the tension between them?
No, if he chooses to work with Ameule, the door is open for him now. They are there to make laws. Why he is there to implement.
He spoke yesterday about the court judgment when he was asked. He said, like, one of the keynotes said that Atiku and PDP were advising Governor Fubara
wrongly. Yes.
Now he has led him. Yes. I hope they are happy now with what the.
Wike is right, 100% right, because they are advising him wrongly. They want to President. Mr. President gave them advice and told them anyone that deviates from this agreement will face the consequences. That is what Governor Fubara is facing now.
People are saying
because that was the best place.
Judgment in Rivers State is being perverted and it's being compromised.
No.
Judiciary system it's compromised.
No. Don't believe.
Justice because
don't believe that.
Wike has influence over the judges.
Don't believe that. Facts. They are talking about. It's lie. We are talking about facts.
There's no hope for democracy because what transpired between after elections, tribunals and all those things.
Yes.
You see what played out yesterday.
No, now you know how courts do their own thing. If you allege, you will prove. He who allege will prove. You understand? If you cannot prove it, court will not give you the ruling you are expecting. And when they didn't give you that ruling, you will say, your opponents have paid money, this have happened. No, you will prove. You have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. You will prove beyond reasonable doubt. They cannot prove their allegation. They cannot prove the defamation. Nothing to show.
So there is hope for. Are you saying the judiciary system of Nigeria, they are doing their job?
Of a truth. I used to almost every month I used to go to courts. I have a matter there. I'm seeing what is happening, seeing how they are doing their things. So I believe and I still have hope that if you cannot prove your matter in courts, you don't expect to get a right judgment. But if you prove your matter, you might be right too. But if you cannot prove it, it will not go your way. But if you prove it,
the silence is yesterday.
Yes.
So Wike has spoken.
Yes.
Ameule has spoken.
Yes.
Governor Fubara
have not spoken. Yes. So they have not spoken to Rivers State people. That man that spoke yesterday is not a Rivers State agent. That one that called himself Commissioner of Information, because it's not Ameule that screened him. He's not working for Rivers State. So Fubara should speak to us. All of them, both Attorney General, they are not our agents. We don't know them. So governor should speak to us, or his deputy. They should speak to us. Let us hear.
Responsible for appointing the commissioners of the state.
Them, he will forward their names to assembly. Assembly will scream and confirm.
If governor refuses,
they cannot be. Yes.
All right, thank you so much.
You are welcome.
I really appreciate your time.
A waste of money, but everybody was like looking at what about the issue of defamation? What happened? They did not mention the issue of the defamation. So that is the question that everybody that is begging for an answer.
So, what's your reactions to the Supreme verdict on Rivers, annulment of LG elections, reinstate Martin Ameule as the constituted House Assembly leader?
I'm not happy as a person, as an individual. I'm not happy. Honestly speaking, I'm not happy because there are issues they did not touch. They left some issue and decided to talk about, resubmission of budget, without talking about the issue of defamation. He should go and represent budget that they have spent the money in 2024. He should represent it in 2025. In fact, it's ridiculous.
What do you think is next for Governor Sim Fubara?
For now, I don't know. I'm not in his mind.
We've not heard from him since yesterday.
Of course, he will.
From the government house.
Definitely, he will. You know, he will think on what to do in the next action to carry out.
You think he will represent the budget to pro-Wike lawmakers?
I don't know yet. We'll wait to hear from him. We are going back to Egypt.
Some people, it's
happy.
Some people are happy. Why some people are not?
We are,
mixed reaction.
Of course, we are going back to Egypt. But for me, I take exception. The young man, you know, bringing us out of Egypt, and some people have decided, no, let's go back to Egypt. Let's see how it goes.
So I was saying that Wike, you know, has a long leg. It has a lot of influence over the. You think Wike has influenced the Supreme Court judgment?
You just said that. You just said it.
Yeah, I want to hear from you.
You just said it.
Reactions from residents.
I say you just said it. You just said it. Maybe.
So they influenced the judgment yesterday.
My concern is that why didn't they talk about the issue of defection? Why didn't they talk about the issue of defection? Because they did not mention the issue of defection. That's my annoyance. What happened? Was it the issue of the defection not part of the matter they took to Supreme Court? Why didn't they mention of it? Now the only thing they stand on is to talk about the issue of representative of the budget knowing the election of 5th October 2024 local government election.
So
there is a setback. Is a setback for Rivers indigenes.
Do you see Governor Sim Fubara going on? It's like I have earlier asked this question to present the budget to.
I say I don't know. He will take that decision. It is solely on him.
Because it will be working with the opposition. They are in the same party. I would say they are opposition.
No, they defected because they did not mention the issue of defection, whether they are still in the PDP or not. But what they said is go and represent the budget that the authentic speaker. The Martin Ahmed is authentic speaker.
Federal allocation to Rivers State.
They should suspend it. Yes, exactly. Pending when the governor will abide by the rule of the Supreme Court judgment.
So federal workers in Rivers State will not be paid their money.
You can see.
Because of political.
Then what then happen if the governor goes ahead to mind the state allocation? We're not talking about to run the states with the state allocation. With the state internal. Exactly.
Do you think that would be enough to manage?
It might not be enough, but we might decide to do that pending 2027.
So okay now.
Remember, once a time in this nation, the allocation of Lagos State was halted during Tinubu.
Yeah.
Can you remember?
Tinubu were able to sustain.
That's it. He might decide to toe that line. I'm not, I'm in assumption. I'm saying in assumption. He may decide to toe that line, and heaven will not fall. Nothing will happen. Let them, work on their own. Then he'll be working on his own.
All right, sir. Thank you.
That is it. I think that is my own point of view.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
God bless you.
God bless you. You are not happy at all.
I'm not happy. No, honestly speaking, why I'm not happy is that they did not touch on the issue of defection.
So
they would have told them, they didn't defect or they defected.
So what transpired in between Obi and taking him to court is what they do now.
Of course, now Nigerian judiciary. It's only God that will save us in Nigerian judiciary. That's the problem we have.
So it's a big loss.
It's a no.
Very democracy.
A very big loss to democracy. Very big loss to democracy. They have murdered democracy.
All right, thank you so much.
Democracy is no longer breathing.
All right, thank you so much.
God bless you.
Nigerian, our shock is very strong. We have strong shock of that because in Nigeria anything can happen. In Nigeria anything can happen, and the Rivers State is a demonstration state where they demonstrate all federal government in Rivers State to demonstrate all kinds of what they want to demonstrate. To look if it will work or it will not work. So it's a demonstration state. How do I put it? State where they do state of theory. Hypothesis. Let me put it that way. A state of hypothesis. where they test things, testing. Eh? It is on. There was a similar ruling some time ago, which we know from Supreme Court. After Supreme Court said that that case should not be cited, if it was okay, would they say they should not cite such case? So already we know that in Nigeria anything can happen. So nobody's
happy with the Supreme Court judgment, sir?
I cannot say I'm happy. I cannot say I'm not happy because I am not a politician, but I comment on what I see. So the Supreme Court ruling, I'm not a lawyer. So they have done their thing and they are doing their thing.
What is next for Governor Fubara? Do you see him presenting the budget to? Though the budget has been dispensed, so workers has been paid. So how will Governor maneuver to represent the budget to Martin Samuel, which was instructed by?
Let me take it this way. The Supreme Court ruling, there was a ruling where a plaintiff asked the Supreme Court question, and the judge told him that he can appeal to God. Go and appeal to God. So Supreme Court is final. They have ruled. So since they have ruled, the governor has nothing to do than to abide by the ruling of the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land. We will not disobey whosoever is there. But the person that is there has conscience. If what is done is good, okay. If it is not good, okay, because karma have a way. Karma have a way. So if what you have done is good, there's an adage in my village used to say that any man that is stronger than the spirits will wait for the children.
The only one governor will do is to understand.
You understand? You think you are stronger than the spirit will wait for your children. So you cannot wind back the hand of the clock. And everybody knows it. 2024 budget is gone. There's no way, unless they say, bring the governor and let us slay him. That one cannot come back. The how many months that has been approved, that one cannot come back. Then what need to do now is where you met. They will now continue from this month.
Now there's possibility for there's possibility for the governor impeachment because Martin Samuel and 27 member has the majority.
We are Nigerians now. We know. There is possibility. There is every possibility. There's every possibility that I see that unless otherwise stated, something is done. The governor, I don't see him
finish the 4 years.
Finishing the 4 years. You see, I don't see him finishing the 4 years. So you can see what is happening. So 27 against 3. How does he survive?
The majority.
He was to be impeached 3 months after he attained office. He resumed office, and he was asking, "What have I done? What have I done? What have I done?" Nobody could tell what he has done. But now, even the layman can tell what he has done. That he used 3 men to run. Since the Supreme Court said it is not right, it's an impeachable offense. I am neutral, but I don't support ever what is not good. Those people could not tell us what did this governor do to impeach him 3 months after he resumed office. But now we see impeachable offenses as alleged by the Supreme Court. So how do we see him remaining?
So do you see a lot of Rivers residents have spoken that Issues48 is responsible for most of what is going on the ground indirectly? It's one like he has influence over the judiciary, probably the perverted justice, because the issue of defection was not made mention in the court. Do you see Wike as influence over the Supreme Court judgment of yesterday?
Well. Yes, I have. He has influence. He has influence. He's somebody that he can fight very well. He can fight very well. But what I don't like is in him is like I do say. You have taken your own, allowed the other man to take his own. Although I'm not a politician, I don't know what they agreed. I don't know what really transpired. But we are just looking at the surface. We are looking at the surface. We are just looking at the surface. We don't know what is deep down. If Fubara knows that he will not, he cannot do, then he would have told him plainly, Master, I cannot do this thing. But agreeing and falling apart and disagreeing later.
Like people said, he bites the hand that fed him. Fubara beats the hand that fed him. How true is that? Because there was a gentleman agreement which was not disclosed to the public.
If there was a gentleman agreement, then that saying is correct. If there was no agreement, then it's not correct. Because I am not there.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Have a good one.
They even said that Wike at a certain point had 6 members of the House of Assembly. I'm not aware any court of law said it was an absurdity, not giving a judgment in this case. And in another case, they are contradicting themselves, because one of the principles of law that can make the law to achieve rule of law is that it must be consistent with each other.